I was woken up last night by a helicopter. You know that, right? A ghetto bird. I don't know if we can still say that, but
it's a ghetto bird.
It was a ghetto bird, and it was close. If you guys want car alarms, stay tuned.
Move to North Hollywood.
This episode brought to you by crime. What's up, friends? Welcome back to the Number 2 podcast. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this episode is going to be stupid. Just kidding. It's going to be a good one. Hope you guys had a good week. We have taken a week off.
So many weeks.
So many weeks. This podcast is twice a week. We promise you. So if you haven't already gone back and rewatched all the episodes, you had plenty of time. There's no excuses.
Do your homework.
The teacher graded on a curve. And you're welcome. Our gift to all of you. How you been?
Terrible.
Horrible.
Disgusting.
Mauve. I think that's a color. That's not an adjective of a feeling.
Moi.
Moi. Moi, moi, moi. Anyway, the Number 2 podcast is twice a week. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below. And that'll be an easy way to catch all of our episodes. You can like it too. And if you want us to cover a specific topic, because right now I come up with the topics and there are things I care about, but if there's stuff you guys care about that you think we should look up, we'll do it. Write it in the comments below.
What is our first topic for today, Glenn?
You're not going to ask me how I am?
Oh, I know how you are. You're super excited. We're shooting a podcast right now.
We love it. We love it. The dream. I like your new hat.
Just to the podcast like this. Just
is ASMR? ASMR?
ASMR
voices. Anyway, our first topic is something I don't really know about, but we've decided that each week we're going to tell you guys everything that matters, even if we don't know everything about it. So that way you're up to date on the things that matter right now. They won't matter probably next week, but they could contextually through the weeks make you cooler. So that's the value we're providing.
No evergreen content here.
No evergreen content. If you guys want car alarms, stay tuned.
Move to North Hollywood.
This episode brought to you by crime. I was woken up last night by a helicopter. You know that, right? A ghetto bird. I don't know if we can still say that, but
it's a ghetto bird.
It was a ghetto bird, and it was close. And I did not get out of bed. Well, I did get out of bed to look out the peephole. I don't know why I got out of bed to look out the peephole because the helicopter's not in the hallway, but I always imagine when I hear it, them like running down the hallway, and then I've got to get involved.
You got to get involved.
I got to be a witness. I don't want to go to court.
I live next door to Jerry. Jerry?
Who's Jerry? Anyway.
I meant to say Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, I hope not. You be smelling the meats. Happy Pride Month from the Number 2 podcast. The first topic on this week's episode is a musician. Are they still called musicians? They always say recording artist.
It's more of a musician.
Musician is French, LA French. There is an artist that is taking over the internet that you've never heard of. It's insane. It's literally insane. And I couldn't sing any of their songs. I could try. Yet. But they're going to be huge, so you're going to want to know. But her name is Chappell Roan.
Never heard of it.
Yes, you have. She played Coachella. She's been on the rise.
Actually, it does sound familiar, but I'm not too familiar.
Neither am I. I just know she's the next thing because she's everywhere.
Oh, nice.
It's either genius marketing or she's just that good. You don't know anything about her? Well, she played Coachella. That's how I learned about her. And apparently she is this like amazing singer and nobody noticed her. And then she basically created a female drag persona to like elevate her. She did. I mean, she did. Like drag is just, creating a character basically. Like that's just a name for it. That's all pop. That's all pop music is anyway. Britney Spears is not like a sexy snake person,
So
Lady
Gaga is just in drag.
Lady Gaga is just in drag too. It's just a character, you know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, so her name is Chappell Roan. I think that's how you say it. If that's wrong.
Sasha Fierce was never Sasha Fierce. She was the drag persona of Beyonce. Is that what it is?
No, Beyonce is the singular like entity above, like the artist entity above Beyonce Knowles, and then above Beyonce or Bey is Sasha Fierce. So it's like a character within a character. It's a sub character.
Oh gosh.
It's true. Anyway, so you guys should look up her music. I dare you to look up some of her songs. Her performances are insane. I've seen a couple videos. There's like interactive choreography, which we love.
Oh, so she dances as well?
No, it's more, it's like spelling choreography. It's hard to explain without doing it, and I'm not going to do it.
Would you compare it to, is it Britney Spears like staccato-esque, or is it like
I would compare the choreography to Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but you heard it here first. Stolen.
So Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. It's Mary Poppins, but I don't know. She's iconic. She quoted our favorite drag queen at Coachella. She said that she's every artist's favorite artist. Just like Sasha Colby said that she's every drag queen's favorite drag queen. So she's locked in with culture, and she is elevating. She did a Miss Piggy look to promote one of her songs. It was like iconic. I'm telling you, the number 2 podcast audience, this is what's next. This is what's going to be playing when you go to buy a battery at Sears in 10 years. Like it's going to be
she's
over
on that
and
Sasha
over.
Colby level yet.
No, not yet. But she's.
I mean, that's like Adele, your favorite artist.
She's been compared to Adele.
Okay.
Her voice. I don't know. You know, she's obviously probably has a catalog of music that will be marketed to us.
Yeah, I think that's like Adele. Adele's probably like every artist's favorite artist.
Oh yeah, she's the true one right now, which is wild. But Chappell Roan. Next topic is the worst topic ever, and that is the weather. It is getting hot.
Oh.
It's so hot.
Especially in LA, in the Valley.
It's horrible.
But, I mean, it could be worse.
You grew up in San Jose, though, where it's cooler, farther north.
Yeah, but it was still Almaden Valley, so it was still the valley of the Almaden.
A desert valley, yeah.
No, not a desert valley.
Isn't the valley a desert?
No, the valley's a valley. A desert's a desert.
Oh, what's the difference between a valley and a desert?
A valley is like a slope of like land.
A valley is like the driveway to the land, but isn't the land a desert? Isn't California a desert?
There's like certain deserts within California.
No, the beach. So like you go down, but then there's the beach. So what's before the beach? Desert.
Land.
Yeah, but what's the land called?
A valley.
No, the valley is like the mass formation that's flat. It's like mountain is a mountain. A valley is a valley between a mountain.
Is a desert.
No, a desert describes the like texture of the land. Like a beach is a beach. Like what describes a beach? Like water and sand. What describes a desert? Like plants and sand.
Dry.
And then there's like forest. So like what was this before houses?
It's just a valley.
A desert.
It was not a desert. It
No,
was
it's
just
not
like
a valley.
It was just like foliage and plants and a field and
It was a field.
yeah. You know how
A plant field, a tree field.
You know how like Bambi was like in the forest and they came out into like the valley and then
I don't know.
his mother got shot.
The only thing I know about geography is when I was in elementary school, they gave you like a couple printouts and it was like to the tundra. And
Then like a leaflet.
It was a leaflet, but I don't know, it's in a binder somewhere, probably in my baby box. I'm so sorry to my 4th grade teacher. I don't know. Everything's concrete in houses now. I don't know what
Do you have baby boxes?
I have baby boxes, yeah. Anyway, it's getting really hot. We've been running the air conditioning 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
It's what you do when you live in California. It's a must. Remember that one time? It was like that one summer where, oh no, I was not living with you. I was living with my brothers or one of my brothers. And our air conditioner went out in our old apartment. And obviously the landlord was going to fix it. So we were just like, okay, we up and left. And I went to go visit my family in Oxnard. Yeah. I think we stayed the night there. And then we came home and our air conditioner was fixed. But you could not have stayed the night here. Because
you couldn't have done that.
Too hot. Like we couldn't have stayed here.
That's horrible. Yeah. We had that happen in my house growing up. It was horrible. And we stayed there. No, I think we went to my grandpa's for one night because it was so unbearable.
when we were young, there were so many kids that we would just like all like sleep on the floor, and then we'd have the fans, and then we'd put the sheets over the fans, and then the fans or the sheets would just kind of like fly over us while there was like the fan. It was a cheap way of like cooling down.
Oh, it was to cool down. In my head, I'm thinking you had a box fan and you put a sheet over it and you created a parachute tent effect.
It was that, yes.
And you would play in it, right? That was like my dream as a child.
We wouldn't play. We would just like actually lie down to sleep.
Oh, wow. Very creative and very intelligent.
No, I mean, our parents did it for us.
Oh, they're so smart. I think I just laid in sweat. They're like, open a window. Like, it's hotter outside. That's wild. Yeah, it's getting really hot.
Yeah, those hot summer days when you just sit in front of the fan because you're too hot and you just ran too much outside when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that's
you're just
bad.
Like, in front of the fan. And it's just...
I forgot about that. I have not interacted with a fan in a while.
We threw the fans out because you didn't want them anymore, remember?
They were dirty.
Yeah, you just didn't want to spend time cleaning.
Yeah, it was like a dust situation.
Like, let's just throw them
I think
out.
I took it apart and then I just gave up. I was like, I'll just buy another fan.
Yeah.
I'll be a consumer in this moment. And then we haven't found a fan.
We found a second air conditioner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which we have not plugged in yet. I can't afford it. I can't afford 2 air conditioners.
They're expensive. The second one, when we do it, the bill just like skyrockets.
Yeah, there's something
right
about
here.
it.
I think it's energy saving type of air conditioner. So
yeah, it's a mess.
Where the plug is.
How are you guys staying cool? I don't know. I know most of our audience is in Vegas, so they've probably rolled their eyes at this whole part. But
and by most of our audience, hi mom and dad.
Hi mom and dad. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's wild and it's only getting worse. Insane. Okay, our next topic. You're gonna like this one.
Okay.
You know more than I do. What's going on with cats?
How would I know about cats?
Because you just babysat some cats. I've literally never had a cat before in my life. The only interaction I've had with a cat until basically 2 weeks ago when you babysat cats is when I was growing up. We have a house. It's a different story, but basically they had a bunch of wild cats, and we were kids, and we were all under this deck. It was the neighbor's deck, and everybody's finding a little kitten. Like, we're kids and we're picking it up. It's like, I found a kitten. And then me and my sisters found kittens, and we're like, we found a kitten, but ours were dead, and we're like playing with them. I'm not kidding, because they were wild cats. Like, and some of them don't survive.
You and your sister had the runts of the litter.
Yeah, and then my parents were like, put it down, like, it's disgusting, wash your hands. Like, and I didn't have pets growing up. My parents got dogs like after I had left the house, and my sisters have animals, but I've literally never had an animal in my life.
I had 2 cats growing up. It's
you did? I never knew that.
Well, I found them too, and we just like had them. And
wow.
You know, because when you start like feeding a kitten, it just keeps coming back. And then I just like had them, and I named them Brittany and Star.
Oh my God!
Because Britney Spears, and she's a star.
Gay. What happened to Brittany and Star?
One day, my dad decided
he didn't want cats anymore
after we had them for like the longest time, and they went to the shelter. And
oh my gosh! Brittany and Star, are you okay?
But I don't know. I think cats are less. They're kind of like. I mean,
they're easier than dogs, right?
I would say so.
Because they're more independent,
and they're a little bit more independent. Like, you can have the kitty litter inside, and
true.
If they're like trained, they just go in the kitty litter. You don't have to take them outside. They're just at home all day. There's I don't. You just feed them,
yeah,
and then you can like when I just house sat, they had this timer food thing that just like dispensed the food for them, like maybe like I don't know 3 to 5 times a day, depending on how much they eat. So and if I felt that they like were a little hungry, you could just press a button and it dispenses it for you as well.
I feel like cats are productive too. They hunt for if there's like a mouse or something, you know what I mean? Like, and they're like looking around the corners, taking care of business.
Disney have like cats that are Disney cats
that live there and they take care of you because they eat the mice.
Yeah, it's pest control.
Managed pest control. Yeah, it's wild. Would you ever?
I guess that would be good for a house, especially if you bought a house and you're just like chilling. Just have a cat. I mean, it's kind of.
How long do cats live? Long time, right?
I feel like
it's not like
live
dogs.
longer than dogs.
Yeah.
Because my extended family, they had a cat named Tigger for like the longest time.
Tigger.
And Tigger's gone now. But I mean, I remember Tigger for, yeah.
Wow. Would you ever get a cat?
I think so.
You said if you had a house.
Now that I think of it, if I had a house, yeah. I think it's pretty cool when dogs and cats get along. Like they're
that's
they're
incredible.
Pet friends.
I see those TikToks. That's amazing.
Yeah. But I think so.
Anybody want to get us a cat?
I'd probably get a cat before I'd get a dog, I think. Just because, like, the responsibility of having to, like, walk the dog, like, 3 times a day. But then again, I feel like it could be good for you. It gives you, like...
Purpose
and...
Steps.
Just, like, a routine.
A routine, yeah. They wake you up early.
But if you want to travel, you got to figure that out.
You have some generous friends.
Or generous pockets.
Generous pockets. That's wild.
But yeah, I think I'm good without animals for now.
Makes sense. All right,
some
friends.
random cats.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it.
I thought you were talking about the musical.
Definitely not talking about the musical.
And I was like, how would I know about that?
Angelicals can, Angelicals do. All right, friends. Well, don't forget to subscribe and like this episode. If you want to share this with a friend, that'd be great.
This episode is brought to you by SDM Prod.
If you are looking to elevate your business's storytelling or launch your own brand or polish up your professional image, SDM Prod is here for all of your professional video and creative needs. Just click the link below. Use code, click the link below to get no discount because that discount is not available.